no audio.
There's no audio? Okay.
You got audio now.
Alright. My techie was just keeping it straight because I had no audio, so I'll tell you again. Judy Allen here in San Antonio, Texas with Adventurous Stampin. So I'm actually going to do the One Sheet Wonder, and I'm actually going to do it with the Wonderful World Designer Series paper. And the reason why I'm using this paper is you can only get it through the end of August because it's part of Celebration. And it's just beautiful paper, and I've made a lot of things. I just want to show you. I want to show you the catalog. And then I want to show you what it really looks like. Hopefully, you can see it different in person. Because I think that's the thing for me is I can never really see. In the catalog, it looks beautiful. But looky here. As I flip through the paper, this is how the paper looks. Just so you can see it, see the difference. As my techie works in the background there. Apparently something's wrong with the audio. Okay, so I just want to show you because it's all beautiful paper. I really could have done any particular one of those and it wouldn't have really mattered. But you know, you have to pick something out. If you can do the One Sheet Wonder, you have to start somewhere, right? So there's different One Sheet Wonders. There's everything out there for 12 by 12s, and this one I'm doing is a 6 by 6. And I'm only going to get 4 pieces out of this, but I'm going to show you how we get there, all right? I'm not going to be using this paper, but I just want to show you that this is, I always like to draw it out for you and plug it in so you can see where it all came from, right? So here you go. You can see where I cut it. Had my square. And then we're going to make a card out of it, right? I went over that way. Anyway, just to show you. So there you go. Okay, so let me just take that off so you can see it. And here's the template that I'm using, okay? Now I am going to show you, even though I'm not using this paper, I will at least show you how I cut the diagonal. People always ask me how do I cut the diagonal. For me, I'll move a few things out of the way that I'm going to use. For me, see if you can get it, see this all the way. I anchor whichever way I want the diagonal to go. So this one I had coming over this way, all right? So if that's the way I want it to come, and this is where my squares are, because this is directional paper, all right? If you're familiar with directional fabric or anything else, everything's flowing one direction, all right? So we call that directional. All right, so I'm just taking it, since that's how my pattern was, I wanted to do it. I'm just anchoring this one corner on the cutting line right here. Can you see that? And then I'm just taking this here and putting the other corner on the cutting line. All right? And then that way, I just take it like that. And I just have to worry about the one corner getting anchored right there, and I've got my 2 pieces. So that is how I cut my diagonals to get it straight, right? Get it on the line that I'm trying to cut it on. So I'm going to actually put these colors aside because I'm not using this color right now, but I could have, right? Okay. Actually, the color that I'm using on our One Sheet Wonder right now is, let me put this right here so you can still see this, is I've actually put different scenarios. I'm doing different colors of paper for you. So this is the color of paper that I'm using right here that's in the kit. And on the back side is this color here. So I'm putting that down, and actually, when you're doing the One Sheet Wonder, right, you have choices. So for me, I'm going this particular one. I fussy cut this out. I've showed fussy cutting before, and if you want to see it, you can go look at it, or I can do it again. Just let me know if I need to do it again. Hello, Jennifer. If I need to do it again, let me know. All right, so I actually went and picked out some papers that coordinated with this paper here. So this color is Mossy Meadow, and this one is, what are you? I'll have to think about this one for a moment. Remember, this is Mossy Meadow because I went and looked that one up. All right, so all I have to do with this is I'm going to just put this down, some seal, and this is just an easy way to make 4 cards, right? And we can step them up as much as we want, or we can make them as simple as we want. That's what I love about these. So I've been doing a lot of praying. People have been asking for prayer requests a lot lately. So this one, I went ahead and pre-stamped it, Faith Over Fear. Okay? And I already sort of had an idea how I want to lay out my flowers when I sat there and fussy cut them. These are all fussy cut. And I was going to put it up on dimensionals. And I'm going to go ahead and get my Wink of Stella. Oh yeah, make that handy. My fairy dust in a tube there. Okay. We're just getting this off. You know, today's Wednesday, hump day, right? Half the week is over, and you have just a couple more days of the weekend. And I have to tell you, for me today, it is crazy, crazy busy, because I have family coming in, whoop, whoop, some very special peeps. I'm going to put this up on dimensionals too, but I'm going to put it on the smaller dimensionals, so it's just a little bit lower height. So we are crazy getting ready for this today. Then we were crazy getting the house straightened up and trying to proof it as best you can, knowing you're going to have an 18-month-old grandchild that's very active. And he's got a 5-year-old sister too. Not worried about the parents. But we were trying to make sure that he doesn't get in trouble, right? We don't want to have things he can get in trouble. You know, Nana tries to keep it where people can't get in trouble when she comes to her house, especially when the parents are here. They don't get in too much trouble when parents aren't here, because pretty much anything goes when the grandkids are here. But, you know, so I have to keep it a little bit on the A game when the parents are here. So, all right, I'm just going to tuck this right over here. Faith over fear. It's just beautiful, simple. That's something that I wanted. And I just tied the colors together. And then I can add bling or ribbon. So I actually brought some choices of ribbon. I already know with a dark background, I'm not going dark. I did bring this light ribbon. I don't know if it's going to work for me because it all sort of blends together. Let's see, I brought a third choice. It's all about choices, right? Okay, let's see how this will work for me. Ooh, I always like this because this is always nice and elegant. Okay, so what I'm going to do with this is I am just going to simply tie this in a knot. Okay? I'm going to tie in a knot, and I'm just going to do a little extra because so that way I can trim it any way I want to. And it's very easy to put bling with this, right? I'm just going to pause it and tell you I'm going to take. Did you just see what Sophia called, right? On my phone? Yeah, okay.
I just got off the phone with her.
All right, my techie's keeping me informed. My princess is on her way. It's just that she letting us know she's on her way. Let's see here.
She was letting us know that she is coming today.
Oh.
And that we're going to a water park.
You know, that's what you have to love about, I love grandkids. They know what they want to do, right? It's not even up for debate. They know what they want to do. I like it. I love it. All right, so we're just going to put some glue dots on here. This is actually from the paper pumpkin. They're a little bit thinner. And I'm just putting them on here because they are a little bit thinner. But they do the job, right? That's all that matters. It does the job. We don't care how big the glue dot is on this particular project, because it's not a 3D project. It's just a card. We're making very nice and elegant. And I'm just going to put this ribbon. And the nice thing about this ribbon is because it is sheer, it's very floaty. I don't know if you can see it or not. It's like a web. It's like a silvery web. Just very light. And it's just easy to trim. So I can easily trim this down even more. You do it any way you want. I mean, I had this other bling up here as well that I could have done. You could tell me what you think. I could have put this maybe on here. I've been trying to do something with it. Just trying to do something with it, period. I don't know. I might have to wait. But I do like it. It's very pretty. Alright, so it's faith over fear. I'm just sending somebody a nice, elegant little message. I'm going to put some Wink Costello on a big flower over here because I can. And I'll just put some round leaves too. I always do, right? Because I can. It's all about because I can. I like to follow those little veins. I like it when grandkids tell me, oh, you like the gold? You do like it? You think it looks okay? Oh, without. Gotcha. So I can say, man, I might have to back up a minute if you liked it with a gold piece. I would have for you. Okay. And you know what? And I could easily, I've done this before too. I've actually just come with Wink Costello just around my words, just like I would fussy cutting. Except I'm not fussy cutting, right? I'm just adding some Wink Costello just around my words. Okay? Just gives us some extra little sparkle. We can add sparkle as well. That's one thing I love about, you have to excuse this. I had this for our retreat. because I always send people bling, and this is some extra I had. So I always get the leftover stuff, which is fine. It's just like I go through stuff. So it's okay with me. And so I'm just going to add some bling. Oops, I took the whole bling out packet. I'm just going to add some bling, right? Because the nice thing about this bling is that it just picks up whatever color we're working with. You know, pearls would look nice with this too, and I might use pearls on the next one. But it's just putting some bling over here just so you have some extra bling there, okay? And there you go. We have a nice, simple card that we've done out of the One Sheet Wonder. All right, so that's card number 1. Let's move to card number 2. Card number 2 is this piece here, and let's see which piece we have here. I've done fussy cutting already, so we didn't have to watch me fussy cut. Oops. I think that's the one goes this one. Okay. I think this is, let's see here. Alright, so the nice thing about this paper is here, I can just as easily use this paper here. It's directional, right? Or I can flip it over. And I can do it either way, right? So that's the nice thing about it. But I'm going to stick with this one because I really like these flowers, and I really like this as well too. We have stamped. We've gone ahead and stamped off some tags. Oh yeah. So this is really nice about the tags is you can do a number of things with tags, right? So I actually went to my scrap pile to look for some tags because I always have tags when I sit there and die cut or punch. It doesn't matter which way I did it. I always cut some extras, okay? So I'm going to do this one right here with this one here. We're going to use this tag for something else. And let's just get it down. And we'll put some ribbon on here, and let's put some bling. And again, I'm just using a different color, right? This is part of the 4x4 piece out of that 6x6. And all I've done is I'm going to add a tag to it. And I have fussy cut flowers out of the paper that I showed you. The Wonderful World series paper there. Wonderful World. Should have been a Wonderful World of Flowers. Just very beautiful flowers, right? So I'm going to do the same thing. I'm actually just going to put this up on dimensionals. And then I'm going to put this behind here. Now I might add some ribbon to this one, okay? We'll see what we decide to do. Let's get the flower on here first, though. So I like the flower. And yes, we're going to use Wink of Stella. You know, this is a big piece, so I'm going to put like four dimensionals on here. I'm going to see if I really like that green ribbon. I was trying to use a minute ago. We'll try that again and see if that'll work for us. If not, we'll go to something else, right? And I might go ahead and use pearls on this one. Pearls. There's some really pearlescent looking pearls that looks like you just went down to the ocean, got you an oyster, and wrought it up, and there you go. Now I'm just going to do it here because I'm just capitalizing on these pretty flowers that I fussy cut. And I am beyond grateful for whoever I send this to. I am beyond grateful to a lot of people, right? Because there's a lot of people that support us each day, put up with us each day. Yep, that was a tag that was something else, and I'm using the back side of it. Yep, every day. So, you know that is, we have a lot to be grateful for. So it's all about, you know, right? That's what creating cards is about. It's about creating, sharing, and giving. And, you know, I want to be sure to give this to somebody that I am beyond grateful for. And I can think of a number of people that I'm beyond grateful for. Because first of all, I wouldn't be live on here without somebody that had definitely a lot more tech savvy than me, right? And not only that, I have a lot of people that support me and help me every day. Okay, looky there. So let's see how this green is going to look this time. If not, I am determined to use the green. Okay, so this green, I think, is still too soft to be able to see it. This green would show up, but I'm still not crazy about it. Let's see what else we got here. You know, when I did all this, I was crazy about it, right? Then you come live and you're like, I'm just not crazy about that anymore. And you're like, sort of like, okay, and that's all about what now? So let's see, if I tied it around here, would it make a big difference for me? I don't know. It does not make a big difference for me. I'm not really overly fond of that as I was when I first got it out. Now that looks really nice and sharp, right? Okay, let's do this one then. Then all I'm going to do on this is I am going to put a glue dot on one end to secure it. And then I'm going to put another glue dot on the other end. Now ideally, it would have been nice if I had done this before I got started and got this down, right? I could pull this up, but I'm not, because I can just as easily, see, I can just as easily tuck it down and nobody's going to see it anyway, right? Because it's going to be behind the flowers. So then I'm just going to snip it off. And hopefully that's not too short. And then I'm just going to put a glue dot on here. Doing it stuck to me, so that'll be easy to do. And then I'll just tuck it under and put it there. And then I can add bling, right? And so see, we've just done some simple, we've done a simple adding a tag with a message. We have fussy cut flowers that's in the card pack, right? So we really, in fact, I don't even have to do that. I can just like, I just actually just tagged it down on the cardstock. Okay, now look how nice, much nicer that looks. Now let's see about adding some pearls. I know the pearlescents are going to look nice, but we really have to like try to do something besides just the pearls. I mean, just the, I'm going to use these pearlescents because look how beautiful those are. Yep, so we got different choices. Here's our basic pearls, which would be very nice too. They're larger. And then we have these pearlescent ones that's just got an extra, gosh, it's got extra some kind of sheen to it. I don't know what they did. It's almost like they polished them or something. So we have choices. We could either put some on the ribbon or we could just spread some around. So what do you think, Techie, as I'm putting some Wink of Stella on here?
I could spread some around, but you put one maybe on the ribbon and...
Do you like the iridescent ones or do you like the regular pearl ones? Because they both look very beautiful. I mean, for me...
let's go with the iridescent.
Go with the iridescent? Okay. Those iridescent pearls, man. It looks like somebody went deep diving, right? I'm not diving. I don't think I'm diving for pearls. I've never gone diving for pearls, but I think I'd rather find an easier way if I could. And I just usually come down to different veins in the middle of the leaves and all. You can do whatever you want, right? It's your creation. Hello, Lourdes. I miss you so much. I know we really are going to get together sometime really soon. 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 That's just, you know, these pearls are just very out there, right? They're just out there. I'll just put them on here. I'm going to put some small ones too, because the small ones are so delicate. And let's see. Yes, ma'am, we are. In fact, I think we're just going to let you pick out where you want to go, too. I'm not going to mention any restaurant names, but I do know that someone's got some peach-flavored drinks right now, I think, before peach season is over. Right? Oh my gosh. Alright, so I actually put 5 on here. Looky there. Look at that sparkle. Okay? And again, I could take my Wink of Stella and go ahead and go around this if I wanted to, just to give it some sheen there. And I tossed that little baby somewhere. Okay. I did. But you know, it just does. I found it. I got it right here. Let's go around it. Just like I did the other, just because I like the extra sparkle, okay? That's just me. It's fairy dust. And one of the princesses are going to be here today. She's got a 7.5 hour trip to get here, but whoop, whoop. Now look out. See? Again, this was just using cardstock. And this was from the One Sheet Wonder. And we had a tag, we had a little bit of embellishment, and we have a card. Alright, let's go to the next one. We have 4 total. Because there is 4, right? So when we cut this out, Oh, thank you, Lourdes. So when we cut this out, there's actually 4 pieces, right? When we did the one sheet wonder. So let me get this last flower out of here. And again, we're cutting this out, right? Now again, now this one, the ribbon might show up, finally. Okay, yes, I could use the ribbon on this one. That would be really sweet. Okay, let's go ahead and get this down. So this is the actual paper when I did the one sheet wonder, and I just flipped it over because I really wanted to show you that it's still the one sheet wonder, right? It's just I chose to flip it over. Not all paper can you flip over like that and it works. Let's see here. And that's just the way it is, right? I am looking for my little doodad. Okay. Thank you. Alright. It's a crazy day, right? Getting ready for company, making sure you go get the groceries. I make sure to get the things I know they like. Getting the house straightened up. Doing my live. Planning out adventures we're going to get into. Whoop, whoop. So, right? Just a lot of things. Okay, so I'm going to go ahead and put this on dimensionals just like I did everything else. Because these are pretty flowers. And I want them to I want people to see them when I give them a card, man. I want them to see how pretty the flowers are. I want them to see the work I did as well, too, right? It's all about that, too. Yes, Lourdes, we're going to have to get you, only not only for lunch, but we're going to have to get you over here to just to sit down and relax, even if we get a kit out and make a kit or something. I don't know, we might have to get the little splash pad out for the grandkids and might have to just play in the water or sit in the water outside. Who knows? Doesn't matter, right? It's just about having fun. This one's not right next to the flowers, so it's not mattering to me whether I put it up on the larger dimensionals or smaller ones. Just doing the other ones because I was trying to tuck it under. And this is just for you, right? Just for you. Okay. So I'm just putting it right here. And you know, I'm going to make a bow. I'm going to be brave and make a bow. It'll look nice there. Let's see if this one's going to look better. This one must probably look better. I don't know. I mean, I really use my light ribbon. I'm just going to use it because I can. It doesn't matter to me. Because I want to use it. So there. I can come back later. Somebody says, hey, you need to go that dark green. That's fine. I can do that one too. But for the moment, I am like so wanting to use this ribbon that I just am. I am. If I can make a bow, tuck it back like I had it, and we'll start over. I'm telling you, me making a bow live is like seriously lacking. That's a better word. Okay, you know what? Here, don't give it to my techie. I don't know why I can't make bows online half the time. Sometimes I can. Other times it's like, seriously, have you ever made a bow in your life? And yes, I have. Too many. You know what? My techie's bailing me out on my skills there of bow making. My husband was telling me that you can go online and got these things that you can do and you just set it on there and it makes a bow. So I don't know, I might have to check into that. Something that's simpler when I'm live. Just so you guys don't have to watch me struggle making a bow, right? Looky there. Techies beyond technology. It also includes bow making. Looky there. Alright. So see, for me, I can just as easily put this here. Or I could just as easily put it there. Alright, Techie, since you made that for me, do you have a preference? Whether it's the flowers, put on the flowers over here, or if I put it right here under just for you. Here or here?
Oh, I say the tag.
The tag? Alright. The tag it is. And I can always shorten it, right? So the main thing is just getting it down. I'm actually going to use a bigger glue dot on this one. Because I don't want that bow to come undone. For any reason at all. Oops. I was going to say, because you know what? Those grandkids, especially your creative grandkids that create with you, they are more than happy to point out if you did not do something right. So, I got one of those special peeps coming, so I have to make sure I'm on my A game, right? So, alright, so I'm just going to trim this a little bit more, and usually like mine like that. You know, we always have our preferences, right? So this is mine. I prefer making mine look like make them look the same for starters. Okay, so I'm just going to reach across there. You won't be able to see me do it, but you'll see it finished. Okay, so there you are there. Now that's why we're at it. We got so much input. Whoop, whoop. I also still have this thing that I want to use somewhere. I don't think it's going to fit on this one either. But eventually, we're going to find something that I'm working on that I really, really like this with. Ooh. Well, Techie. Oh, and this is just an embellishment, okay? This is open leaf trinkets. You've seen me use, if you watch my videos, you've seen me use the silver trinket, leaf trinkets. You know what? I think I could just easily just do the... You okay with the 1 or the 2?
Oh, the 2 looks good.
Yeah, it does. Let me get some glue here. Alright, I'll get the glue in just a minute. But anyway, this is how it's going to be. Alright, so we're going to put this one down here, and we're going to put this down here. And I'm just going to set it aside because my liquid glue sank to the bottomless pit, it looked like. It wasn't really. It was just in our little caddy there at the very bottom. So when you put these on, though, you got to find the high spot, okay? Each one of these have a high spot. So whatever's the tallest spot, right, you're going to want to sit there and put these in on. And you do have to tuck this in just a little bit, right? Because this has got to go in the envelope. Really, I really like this here. I'm glad I brought these out and was determined we're going to use them for something today. I need to actually set that glue sideways. And then I'm just going to leave it there. I don't have to leave it right there, right? But that is so pretty. I like the way that came out. Thank you, Techie. Alright, for your input. Alright, so I'm just going to put this aside. It'll dry in just a minute. I just need to move on, right? Okay, so here is the last one. This one I use with Razzle Dazzleberry color here. Same paper, right? Same paper, except I flipped it over. This is my 2 by 5 1/4. And I could have most probably come along here, and you can see what it would look like. I've actually gotten these 2 tags, or some leftover tags I had, and I'm just going to put them together like this, because it's really just going to help that to pop. Or I could do it sideways, either or, right? You can do either or. And then I'm going to so I actually just punched this out. This is from the paper. I punched it out. So actually I could put it like this, and that would really pick those flowers up. So if you've got an opinion, let me know. The other option that I had planned on, and I might change my mind, because, right, I can do that. I can do it quite well. I had originally planned on putting it this way, which, you know, the one way I just had it just then was just fine. I tell you what, while you sit there and think about it and give me some input, because I'm game today, I'm going to do a class with some assisted living folks this afternoon. So like I said, today is a crazy busy day, and I have to stop by the grocery store and get some special ice cream bars that I know my peeps like. And there's something else. Oh, I have to also get some special waffles too. Okay, so I'm just going to go ahead and do this. I'm going to put this flat on here, and I'm just going to do it on the center, right? So I'm going to put the flower itself up on dimensionals. So do we have a preference? Nobody has a preference? Okay, so it's fair game, right? It's always fair game anyway, but always to get input. Alright, I'm just going to, this is just going to sit right here. It's going to cover up the center point, but I'm just picking up the gold color, right? Let's see if I didn't quite get that centered. So I'm just going to take that off, and I'm going to work on doing a better job of getting that centered. There we go. Okay. Because it pretty much covers it up, right? Except for that little bit there. So I could, like I said, and I'm going to put this up on dimensionals. And I'll go ahead and get that done. And we'll see if people tell me if they want it on this way or if they want me to go back to the other. So let's see. Let me get this on first and you guys can tell me what you like best. Because I actually did my tag based on it going this way, but that's okay. You know what? It's all flexible. It is all flexible. Okay, so one way is this here with this paper on the purplish side, razzleberry, or I could just as easily flip it over and use these flowers with this to the side, wherever I want to do. Now, so that's the big question, because you can easily move this over any way you want. You can center it, you can bring it up. So what do you think? Do you like it better this way? So you like it to the side like this, or when I flipped it over with the purple side? The flowers or the purple, I guess, would be the question. Let's see here. So what do you think? You like the flowers. Okay, well, let's do the flowers then. See how easy it was to change my mind? You know, it's one of those things, I started off similar to that, because I wanted to use the flowers as much as possible. And then I saw the paper when I flipped it over, and I thought, well, and now we're back to it again. So that's just how it rolls when we create, right? It's just the moment in time, and not only that, but right, we can go back and create another one, but it is very pretty paper. And I'm just going to put this on top, and now we'll figure out where we're going to put this label, because originally I had it going the other way, and I went ahead and pre-stamped it, which is okay. We'll make it work. We will make it work. Right, I'm just going to sort of center it like right up here, I think. There we go. And then I've got you are wonderful in every way. And actually, I was going to use this here. This is nice because you can feed ribbon through here. You can go either way, so I can either go behind or I could go over, but to see that you would see it, but just a little bit, right? I don't think I want to cover that. But I could just as easily feed it through and just give it a little flirty look. A little feminine look there to it if you want to, however you want to call it. Because whoever gives this to is wonderful in every way. And it's just a great way to let the ribbon hang off. And I'm just going to pull it until it gets to stop here. And that's all I'm looking for, right? It's just simple elegance. That's all we're looking for, is simple elegance. I'm just going to leave that there. I'll pull it out a little bit more, so if I want to cut it off a little bit differently, I can. Then I'm going to at least put a glue dot here just to keep this in place for the moment for me. I don't know about you, but I do not like it when my ribbon is constantly moving on me. And I'm gonna hide it with dimensionals anyway, right? So nobody's gonna see it. I could have easily done it on the other side. I don't care. I just don't want the ribbon to move on me. Same thing here. I'm just gonna do it on the other end too. So it's just gonna anchor it in place for me. And that way it gives me, not like worrying about it as I'm trying to decide what I'm going to do with it. We know we're going to do something with it, right? Okay, so I am going to go ahead and I'm going to put this on, I have this flat, I have this on dimensionals, I have this on dimensionals. So I can easily just put this on regular dimensionals and it is going to be lower, right, than what I have right there with my flower. And I'm just going to capture the ribbon right there. Well, okay, so that one, I did not get down there on that edge very good. Okay, so I'm fixing to anchor it down with a dimensional. So I just put my dimensional half on, half off. That way it captures the ribbon, anchors it down too, and I'm going to put one in the center too, because I can. Okay, so it's going to stick no matter what, and that's what counts. We just want to stay, make it to the mail, make it to whoever I'm giving it to, and that's the main thing about it all. Alright, so the only other thing we got to think about here is what embellishment we're going to add. Okay? You are. Whoever this is going to, you are wonderful in every way, all the time. There's a number of people in my life, and I'm sure in your life too, that are wonderful in every way. It was pretty flat the way I did that, but it's okay. And you know what? I'm not going to sweat the. I'm not going to sweat the ribbon, because you know what? The truth of the matter is, ribbon will fold into an envelope, right? Okay, there you go. So let's add some bling. So we have choices here. I think I'm going to go ahead. So we got the pearls. We're going to add the pearls here. And I'm just going to go ahead and add these right here, because whoever it goes to, I know pearls are going to make their day. I have no doubt that they like pearls, whether they like to look at them and see their beauty, or whether they use them and wear them, I do not know. But it doesn't matter, right? It's all about giving somebody a gift, thinking of them, and because they're special in your life. I'm going to leave that right now. I reserve the right to add more pearls later if I want to. I am going to put my Stella on here. I'm actually going to do something a little bit different here. I'm going to not only hit the flower here, because this isn't stamped, this is cardstock, right? And I'm going to go ahead and hit this here. But I'm going to go ahead and hit the same flowers in this area here. Just go ahead and give them all a little dash of Wink of Stella. So they all just have just like a little bit of sparkle, right? That's all I've done. Just give them a little bit of sparkle, like putting fairy dust on them or something. Okay? And I'm going to go ahead and I'm just going to come around my words just like I did before, because I can. Okay? So here we go. We have a one sheet wonder, and we've created 4 cards today, because I wanted to show you the one sheet wonder, because it actually had, like I said, we cut out 4. We got 4 cards out of it, which was 6 by 6. Here was 1 card, which we did here. We created 2 cards out of this square, which is, here is 1 here, and here is 1 here. And then we had this 2 by 4 as well, and there you have the 2 by 4. I just flipped it over to the other side, and again we added the fussy cut flowers, some ribbon, and some embellishments, right? We're just adding some embellishments in our tag. So with that, I hope you enjoyed it. Doing the one sheet wonder is always fun. I enjoy the fact that you get, in this particular case, you got 4 cards out of this. There's other one sheet wonders you can do it different ways, but it's always fun to be creative with it and challenge yourself, what you can do with it. So if you enjoyed it, I hope you share it with other friends, and I hope that you follow us here on Facebook. Also, we're on Instagram, where we'll post the photos later, and we'll also on Pinterest, and we're also on YouTube. So be blessed. Go out there, create, share, and give. There's no reason why you can't create a simple card and give it to someone and make their day. Be blessed, and see you next week on Keep It Simple or Step It Up. Bye.